What's going on, YouTube, man? It's another day. Today is Monday, and I'm in Butte, Montana, on my way to the Gorge to conduct some business there. But here's the deal. Today I want to get into it and talk about something that I think maybe some of my subscribers and also maybe some of the YouTube viewers out there may be suffering from this. And I basically call it living paycheck to paycheck. And I'm going to get into it right now. You see, I used to be one of those people that live paycheck to paycheck. And guys, this by no means is a wonderful feeling. It hurts because you get your money and you pay everyone else. You pay yourself last. And let's say, for instance, you get paid once a month and you paid everyone else. And then you don't have money left over at the end of the month, or you have just enough to be able to, get your, your basic necessities or whatever, but you can't do anything extra because you feel like you just can't make it, Then even when you go out to get a second job, you find yourself like you get more money coming in, and all of a sudden you're paycheck to paycheck again, because now your lifestyle has raised to the money that you're now getting from your second job. And it's a painful feeling, guys. So today I'm going to give you the remedy of how to fix the paycheck to paycheck. But you have to understand that it's all mental. Okay? Now, there's a phrase out there where people say keeping up with the Joneses. Okay? Now, here's the deal. Your friends, your family, you may have somebody in your family that has a Mercedes-Benz and they're an executive, doing good work, on the outside it looks good. But in the inside, it could be turmoil. It could be something crazy going on. It could be just like high credit cards with high credit card balances and whatever, and you try your best to, to raise yourself to that level, to be like that person, because you're looking at the outer things, About 2 years ago, I bought a vehicle for $1,500. Okay? Jeep Cherokee. Still running to this day, has about 200 and some thousand miles on it. Now, I just bought another vehicle about maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and this is a Dodge Caravan, and I paid $3,000 for that, all cash money. Now, at first, I had to humble myself, because back in the days, we used to have the nice cars and whatever, I had to humble myself because, people begin to laugh and say, hey, look at this piece of crap or whatever, But then I became comfortable. And the reason why I became comfortable is because all of a sudden I started having money in the bank. I wasn't sending money out. I was keeping money that came in. I lowered my standard of living. Because here's the deal. Some of you guys may be out there trying to impress everybody. You go out to your Macy's, your stores, and the whole time you're shopping, on your mental, you're going to be like, man, you know what? These guys will love this outfit that I have on. These guys are going to love this. People are going to turn their head when they look at me or whatever. If you have that thought in your mind, you're in a bad situation, because you're constantly going to feed that thought with going out purchasing things that you can't afford. But see, here's the good thing about it. If you become comfortable with yourself, no matter what you have on, and comfortable with yourself, and look yourself in the mirror and change the things that you don't like, not necessarily externally, but internally. If you have a low self-esteem or whatever, you feel like you need to lose some weight, go to the gym. You can't afford a gym, buy some weights. Do whatever you do. Do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, they're free. If you want to have clothes, or go to the thrift store, go to TJ Maxx, go to stores where you don't have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on things. Or better yet, just treat the clothes that you have now with care. Because people will always, if you have this pattern, people will always find a way to put you down. But until you get that thing under control, you're not going to make it financially. You're not going to be financially successful. And plus, anyway, cars are one of the worst investments. If any of my subscribers out there right now are suffering from this paycheck to paycheck and paying notes on cars or whatever, I want you to do one thing right now. Stop. Stop where you are. Look at your current situation that you're in and ask yourself, do you need the things around you? Do you need these fancy things? Do you need to go out and get VIP at the club, or these extra things that or catering or whatever? Do you need to get these things? Because at the end of the day, it's all about saving and investing. When you look into your account, it should be growing, not shrinking. And guys, you're gonna have to get this, because here's the deal. A good book, The Millionaire Next Door, it exposes the fake millionaires, the ones that ride around in Mercedes, the BMWs. Because here's the thing: if you get one of those cars, you can't just show up in a Mercedes, with cut-off jeans or whatever. You gotta dress nice. You gotta get the suit. You gotta go to Banana Republic. You gotta have a nice watch in case somebody may see you at the stoplight, so you can be like, "Hey, here, I'm in a Mercedes." But guys, the main thing in life is what you want is, at the end of the day, drive your beat up cars right now. Humble yourself, because here's why. You're driving the beat up cars to drive what you want later. You're sacrificing now to get what you want later. You need to be saving and investing, because one day you're not going to work. One day that salary that you're making right now will cease. We had a wake-up call with the recession. People lost their jobs, and they weren't prepared. They were out buying all these materialistic items. They weren't saving for, they didn't even look to see, like, man, I could not have a job tomorrow. They never thought like that. But now it's a wake-up call to say, look, I need to focus on what's important. And that's saving money, investing, taking care of my family, which is what every man and woman should do. So my message today is quite simple. Become comfortable with who you are. Stop living paycheck to paycheck. If you got credit cards, cut them up now. Build your own emergency fund. Get rid of those credit cards, because you're not paying them off anyway. All you're doing is just stacking debt. Get rid of them. I have an emergency fund. It's all cash money. When my emergency happens, boom, paid for immediately. I don't carry it on to another emergency. Become stress-free when it comes to money. This is the only thing, you guys. You shouldn't have any money problems in your life. And money, guys, can be the root of many other problems that can happen. It can spiral out into other things. So please, guys, stop living paycheck to paycheck. Lower your standard of living. Pay off your debt, and save and invest. Until next time.